Today in Hypixel Skyblock we're getting real upgrades. More speed, more health and defense and more money. We get the young dragon armor that gives the most speed in the entire game. Also, to do this we need to unlock the end, and we're finally gonna use a money making method I'm going to show later on. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so first of all we're gonna start this by going to the spider's den and we're gonna get the grandma's wolf pet. But first, we're gonna talk to this NPC and unlock the bestiary. The bestiary just gives you strength and magic find for that mob, the more you kill it. Let's check in the menu. Here it is. Now let's go get our first pet. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, we got the pet. Now let's equip it real quick. Now, since we got some levels, I think we should use them. We're gonna enchant this pickaxe with efficiency 5 and this sword with sharpness 5. I think it's finally time to unlock the end, but first of all, let's put the money in the bank. And the thing is, we need combat 12 to unlock it. And the best place to currently get combat experience is probably the Dwarven Mines. Now that we're here, we can use the fast travel to go to the Great Ice Wall. But we can't afford it right now. But if I use my editing magic, we can now afford it. Let's go for a ride. Hey, we got here. Okay, let's start. Okay, hold on a bit. I was doing some math, and to get to combat level 12, we need 7500 total XP. And we currently have 2300 XP. So that's about 130 of these guys. Let's get to it. That's combat level 11. Finally combat 12. Now we can access the end. Let's quickly sell these Galatea jewels. 200,000, that's pretty good. Oh, that was actually instantly, what the hell? Thank you. So before going to the end, we're gonna need to make some upgrades. Let me get some books. Now let's make some changes to the island. Much better. Let's make the enchanting setup. Okay, now that the setup is almost done, we gotta do something about our magic power. Magic power is this number, and all of these are powers that give different bonuses. The magic power comes from accessories. The rarer the accessory, the more magic power it has. I think I know where we can get some more magic power. I'd quickly like to say that the last video got 1000 views and I'm so grateful for the support. Right now what I would appreciate most is some real genuine feedback in the comments. And of course, a subscribe. At the time I'm making this I've got 78 subscribers. Let's see how high that number can grow. Thank you so much for watching and interacting with my content. Love y'all, back to the video. We're gonna need some of these. Now we can take this armor off. We're gonna need a growth 5 enchantment that literally just gives us bonus HP. We've almost doubled our HP. With this, we've got 300 more health and 80 defense. Now we can probably upgrade our campfire accessory by doing this trial. Perfect, now let's upgrade it. And it went from common to uncommon. I know where to get more magic power from. I really don't feel like doing it, but sacrifices must be made. So Melody gives you access to the harp minigame. It's basically piano tiles but in Minecraft, but it's way worse. This is how it looks, and it looks easy but it's very hard to get the timings off. And after trading my sanity for an accessory... Nice. Let's get some accessories from the auction house. We could go with this one. It's 30k and it's a rare one. This one works as well. And this speed talisman you can just craft. Now let's go to the auction house because I wonder how expensive could our next sword be. Let's just search aspect of the end. So the lowest price is 570,000 coins. I think it's finally time we go to the end. Now that we're in the end, we're gonna go mining for some ender nodes, like this one here. The thing is, it can spawn these annoying ender mites, but they can also drop titanic experience bottles that sell for 500,000 coins. With that being said, let's get to mining. Quick break because I wonder, can we even kill an enderman? Oh my god, we deal no damage at all. We can't fight them right now. Yes, we got that damn bottle. Now let's go sell it. Nice, so we get almost 600k and we're gonna keep this for enchanting. Let's get our money. We're going straight to the auction house. Finally we have a real weapon. Now that we have the sword, we need to enchant it. First of all, I'm gonna make more chests. Let's first put a good old sharpness 5. Critical 5. I enchanted it a bit more, but it seems we need more bookshelves. Also, I crafted this experimentation table. This is the way to get a lot of enchanting experience, and we basically gotta find pairs of stuff. There you go. That's gonna be a lot of level ups. Okay, we reached enchanting level 15. After I got a lot of good enchants on the sword, I went to the end to check the damage on the Enderman. Okay, let's see the damage. So I saw 1.7k on a critical, on a first hit, and we dealt close to 600 damage with no critical. Then I went to reforge the sword with a sharp reforge. After that I switched my power for more critical chance, then reforged my armor with a fierce reforge for even more critical chance. Then I started the grind for the ender armor set. Long story short, after a lot of kills, I got 4 armor pieces and 4 equipment pieces. Spoke to the lost adventurer and he told me to kill even more mobs to drop a bow. I decided to not do that, and then I started doing some foraging progress. So before starting to chop a lot of wood, we need a better way to do so. That's why we're gonna buy this Decapitator. This axe makes it so that basically with a single swing you chop down 25 logs instead of just one. And it's all because of the sweep the axe has. And you guessed correctly, it has 25 sweep. Now our goal for the minute is to unlock Galatea. That's the main foraging area of the game. But first, we gotta finish the Jungle Island questline. Okay, so what do you want? He's complaining about some moles. Bro, your name is literally Molbert, and you look like one. Okay, so he built some traps for the moles. That's the last one. Now let's go talk to him. Nah, man, come on. Anyways, we finished the quest. Let's head to Galatea. Ah, damn. Okay, we need foraging level 12. Hold on a sec. Okay, now let's go to Galatea. Galatea is the place to cut down giant fig trees, fish a fish, or just start hunting if you feel like it. Now that we're here, let's talk to Hina. Okay, so we unlocked the heart of the forest. It's basically just a skill tree, but for the foraging. This is how it actually looks. Now we gotta talk to this tree looking guy. He told me to collect this berry. Okay, so berries are useful for crafting hunting items. Now he told me I have to cut this fig tree. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I can actually throw the axe. This is so fun. Okay, now we cut it down and we got rewarded with these things. After that I talked with this David NPC that told me all about hunting, then bought our first hunting axe and hunted our first mob. Wait, what do you mean a black hole? Then I went to Albert Einstein and bought a black hole. Am I even playing Minecraft at this point? Then I used the basic fishing net and with it got our first shard. And after all that foraging, I decided it's finally time to make some money. First we need to go to the Mushroom Island and we need to find a specific cave. Okay, now that we found a cave, we actually need to find the reason we came here for. So these mushrooms are pretty expensive. The first thing we gotta do is get the mob shears that lets us get double the mushrooms. So first of all, to be able to buy the shears, I need to give him a full champ bucket. Okay, so just 5 full champ buckets and 15 glowing mushrooms. And now we get 2 mushrooms per harvest. Now after a bit of research, I found out that crafting these glowing mushroom mixins is better than just selling the mushrooms by themselves. Okay, so first of all, we need to get around 8 stacks of mushrooms. Should I edit this with a cinematic or a lot of cuts? Let me know what you guys want more of. I think this time we're gonna go with cuts. Just a bit more. Now we need some chum for the chum buckets. And we fill them up. Now we can just go buy the glowing mixin. So here they are, 64 full chum buckets and 80 glowing mushrooms. Now we're gonna sell it for 1.1 million coins. Now we just gotta wait for it to sell. What, already? That took like less than a minute, but that's unusual though, it usually takes more time to sell. After that, I quickly farmed for another mixin to sell, I listed it on the auction house and collected the profits of the first one. And just like that, that's our first real money, our first million. Then I farmed yet again for another glowing mushroom mixin and deposited our money so you know, we don't lose it. Afterwards I got even more mushrooms. I sold around 1,000 to the bazaar for 1.2 million coins profit. Then I tried some bazaar flipping for money, but I had a better idea. More mushrooms. A full inventory of mushrooms. I sold all of this for another 1.9 million coins. Then I did some small but very important things. I leveled up my enchanting some more. Got a personal compactor accessory that has the special benefit of compacting items into their enchanted forms. Showed my appreciations towards Boo Boo. Got the money from the 2 mixins I listed earlier. And I unlocked the carpentry skill. Honestly, I should have done this from the first episode, but anyways. Alright, so far we've got a lot of progress done. We unlocked the end, we got the AOTE for damage and mobility, and we finally made some real money. All we gotta do is reach combat 18 to get a young dragon armor, but before that, I decided to add one more goal. Revenant Slayer level 4. Basically, we just go to this guy, Maddox, give him some money to start a quest on a boss. The higher the boss tier, the harder it is to fight, but it gives way more XP. And we want to level up the Slayer level because of the gear it unlocks, such as this very necessary wand that we're about to craft. Okay, so before getting into it, we're gonna do some upgrades. We need some Revenant flesh and sticks, and we can finally craft the wand of healing. For now, it only heals us for 60 HP, but we're gonna upgrade it later. Now let's take our zombie talisman and upgrade it to the zombie ring. With this we receive 10% less damage from undead mobs. Now let's put it back where it belongs. Before the Revenant Slayer, let's do the bartender's quest. So we just gotta kill 10 zombies. So we deal 2,500 damage on a first hit with a critical. Nah, we're gonna get that damage number up, you're gonna see later on. Nice, now that's a quest reward.
I'm rich.
Now let's do the Slayers. We're gonna go with tier 2s. But first, we don't wanna lose all this money. Bro, we actually made some money in this episode. I can't wait for the times in which we're gonna make this amount of money in just half an hour. Okay, so to spawn the boss, we need combat XP. And if we wanna spawn the boss before GTA 6 releases, we just can't do it by killing these guys. That's why we need to go to defeat zombies that are stronger and give more combat XP. Okay, now this is more like it. Okay, let's fight this guy. Help, they did a lot of damage. But now, we're so good thanks to the healing one. Come on, he's almost done, right? Nice. Alright, I'm gonna kill him one more time. Come on, just die, bro. Thanks. I think it's time to kill some Revenant tier 3s because it's literally 4 times the XP. Yeah, let's get on with it. Oh yeah, these mini bosses can spawn. They did a lot of damage, but they also give a lot of combat XP. Okay, just a bit more. Oh, 400,000 HP? We're getting cornered. Why is the HP going down so fast? Oh, that's, of course, that's because this guy is hitting him. Still, I don't think we would have killed the boss without the help, so you know what that means. We get some upgrades. First, let's get our reward. Nice, Slayer level 3 out of 4. We unlock the recipe for this sword, and we need this helmet to make it. So the sword just gives us a lot more damage, and the helmet gives us more healing power. Okay, I got the materials for one helmet. Oh bro, we got 10 levels instantly. Now let's craft the other helmet for the sword. And another 2 level ups. Okay, now let's make the sword. Wait, what? Why no craft? Never mind, I just had the recipe wrong. Now let's quickly enchant it all. Now that's a sword for killing zombies. Let's quickly go test it out. So now we deal 5k damage. Bro, that's literally double of what we were doing before. Let's go kill this Revenant. Oh, here's the mini boss. That was much easier. Bro, another mini boss? Oh, here he is. We are doing more damage, but it's still gonna take some time because he had 400,000 HP. Nah, we can just do this, but it takes a lot of time. Oh, never mind. Somebody killed him. Afterwards, I killed him a couple more times and finally... Yes, we got it. We unlock some nice stuff with this one. Now, the only goal left is to get the young dragon armor. But to get the young dragon armor, we need combat 18. And do you remember how many glacites we killed in the beginning for combat 12? No? Okay, it was 130. Now we need to kill 750. Let's get this over with. Yes! Finally! I'm so glad I'm done with this glass ice, bro. I don't even want to see ice in my drinks anymore. Let's finally go make that purchase. Let's get the money and let's buy that armor. Now let's take down this trash armor and in with a better one. Finally we got the armor and we got so much speed and a lot more HP and defense. We can farm mushrooms so much faster.
Man,
man, shut your...
This video took about 45 hours to make and I'd really appreciate some support. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and drop a like. See you next time.